everyone. We are coming to you from Mammoth Cave, Kentucky, home of the world's longest known cave system. So far, explorers have mapped 420 miles of this labyrinthous, cavernous expanse, and they think there's hundreds more left to be found under the earth. So let's learn more about this natural wonder, its formation, its features, and what an ancient ocean has to do with this expansive cavern of rock.
Yeah, let's go!
It's chilly.
Chili pepper.
Ooh, feels nice. Whoa!
That is a big cave.
Yeah, and do you know how that cave formed?
How?
Well, as it turns out, both water and rock are critical to understanding the cave system here at Mammoth. Limestone is the most common rock found here at Mammoth Cave.
Fun fact, not made of limes.
Not made of limes. Do you know what it is made of?
Lime trees?
Ancient sea creatures from shallow saltwater sea that used to be here about 330 million years ago.
Okay, that's impossible. Bye.
Nope.
See ya.
Nope.
Then I go.
Nope. So here's what happened. About 330 million years ago, there was a shallow sea here that covered most of the southeastern United States. And when the organisms that lived in that sea died, their skeletons and shells would all fall to the seabed floor and accumulate and transform over time into the limestone that we see here in Mammoth Cave today. Fast forward to the past few million years, and water is also key to the formation of the caves here at Mammoth. So Mammoth is an example of a solution cave. Solution caves form when rainwater falls from the sky and picks up carbon dioxide as it falls and then percolates through the earth. Now, this forms a weak acid, kind of like the acid in soda pop. And as that water percolates through and finds cracks and fissures in the bedrock, it slowly dissolves the limestone away, creating the tubes and passages that we see here at Mammoth Cave today. So, water and rock, both critical to the formation of Mammoth Cave. The wonders of Mammoth Cave led it to be named a national park in 1941, but evidence suggests humans have been visiting the cave for thousands of years. Artifacts found in the cave suggest that early Native Americans were exploring the cave system about as long as 5,000 years ago and maybe potentially mining for minerals like gypsum that can be found in the cave. European settlers rediscovered the cave in the 1700s, and then in the 1800s, the cave became a very profitable source of saltpeter to serve the 1812 war efforts, because saltpeter is an important ingredient in gunpowder. Now, this mining was dangerous work, and it was often done by enslaved African American males, usually in poor conditions. And when the War of 1812 ended in 1815, mining operations ceased. But the cave quickly found a new role as a tourist destination, with the first formal tour being given in 1816.
Yippee!
And many of the early tour guides were from local families, but by 1838, local enslaved men were giving tours. Individuals like Stephen Bishop and Nick Bransford, both of whom were early tour guides and responsible for finding new cave routes, mapping the cave, and establishing the cave system that we know today. And descendants of some of those individuals, like Bransford's family and multiple generations, continued to serve as tour guides here for years to come.
Hello. Today we're at the Green River, which you can tell it's green. And the reason this is important to Mammoth Cave is because this is all the spring water washed up here. It's also got an awesome ferry that carries cars and this awesome beaver dam that I really just noticed.
We're here at Echo River Spring, one of the points where the water that has traveled through the cave system leaves and comes above ground. And this water, as it's traveled through the caves, may have passed through any number of passages that could be passages where a tuberculosis clinic once existed at Mammoth, or a chapel, or maybe even a final resting place of those who are buried in the caves. We certainly know it's passed through areas where millions of visitors have visited and explored over thousands of years, and we've been happy to be one of those visitors. We hope that you get the chance to visit Mammoth Cave either virtually or in person. Until then, we'll post more information for you, answer questions and comments below, and we'll see you out there on the trails in our next adventure.
See you next time on the trail. Bye.